Guys, we're so excited. Alison Wonderland is in the building.
I'm so excited.
Yay.
It's been so long since you've been live on George. You haven't even
know.
been to this building, and we've been here for like 4 or 5 years
It's so
now.
embarrassing. I feel like a horrible friend.
Wait, has it actually been a long time since you've been in New Zealand?
No,
Ooh.
because I spent COVID here.
Oh,
Yeah.
we heard whispers of that and we were like, let's...
It's where I met my husband.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
We were in Wellington for all of, until I had Lollapalooza and Red Rocks. I had to go back, I think, in August. But until then, I was here with him. We met. Okay. what
I'm
was the
so
festival
keen.
that I
Tell me the
played?
story.
Northern Bass?
Northern
Yeah,
Bass.
Northern
No,
Bass.
just kidding. It was Hidden Valley. We met. Sorry. I don't think I've ever played Northern Bass, but shout out that festival.
Maybe book.
Maybe book me. I don't know. But I was playing what is it?
Hidden Valley.
Hidden Valley. So there were there was nothing on in the States. Everything was shut down. Everything was shut down all
course.
around the world. And then I get this one email. Do you want to play in New Zealand? I'm like, you know what? I would love to get the hell out of here and just go to New Zealand. I will quarantine for 2 weeks, even if I have to stay there 2 days. I don't care.
Not a bad place to quarantine, eh?
And then
Not
I
that
met
bad.
my husband.
Oh my God.
And we hung out while I was there. The first time he met me, it was like, come to the show. And he didn't really know who I was.
I was going to say, did you meet him in the mosh pit? Because this
No.
is crazy.
He didn't know who I was. He was over here making a movie. He's from the States.
Oh.
I know. Weird. And he also lived down the road from me in LA. It was just so weird.
Wait, invisible string theory.
It was so weird. And he just happened to... Anyway. So, yeah. And then he was like, hey, I'm here, now stuck for a year filming these movies. Do you want to just come live with me? And we didn't really know each other. And I was just like, yes.
That is the
I think
coolest
I just knew I was
story.
going to marry him.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that so cool? And now you're a mum.
I know. What?
Wait, so cool. I need to know, are you going to be a stage mom? Are you going to be like...
He doesn't even know what I do. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, what controller does he got? Gee.
He does sit in the studio with me. He does.
Ah.
And he sits there and he dances and loves it and is really bored with kids. He doesn't care about kids' music. He just wants electronic music.
I was
Which
going to
is
ask this.
Yeah.
Brilliant,
Yeah,
because there's only so much of that you can handle.
Oh,
you know?
exactly. Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing I was going to say. There's a bit of money to be made in kids' music, though, right? I've been told.
I don't know. He's just not interested. He's got really good taste in music. So I'm like, all right.
Oh,
but I was
I'm
touring.
glad.
Yeah.
Imagine having a child and they don't like drum and bass, trap.
He actually
dubstep
loves drum and
stuff.
bass.
Oh.
Yeah. There was this Wilkinson Cascade track called Shine On.
Yeah, great tune.
And he made me play it on repeat. Like,
That's the lullaby.
he does like you teach them sign language and they can't talk yet, and this is more, and he would just go, like, okay,
Yeah. We should start doing that to DJs.
yeah.
Hey.
Oh my god, that should literally be
Let's
what.
start doing that
I think
to DJs.
instead of one more song,
you
everyone
just go
should
more.
silently do.
I
more.
really like that.
Yeah.
We should all learn sign language, of course, anyways, but let's learn it now more so for the raves so
Yeah.
we can communicate with the DJs instead of putting our phones up going, play something.
Dude, my
Do you
eyesight
get
is
that?
so bad, and people always, it's so embarrassingly bad, and people always hold up signs, and I'm just going, like, I'm squinting, I'm like, where's my reading? It's like, it's so messed up. So if anyone does that in the crowd, I love it, and I'm sure it's a really cool message, but I do not know what the fuck you're saying.
Wait, it's so true though, eh?
I do
Like,
not
we've had
know
it a
what
few
the-
times.
The worst is like when they write it on like their phone notes, so it's already tiny. It's not even the big thing.
Oh,
Or-
on the notes,
Or
yeah.
they're holding it
No,
up.
I love it. I
And
keep doing it.
the phone's
Or
like
it's
gone,
flashing.
or it's gone dead already, and they're
Yeah,
just
it's
holding
like-
up this blank screen.
And you're like, I
Yes!
try to tell you that I can't see your screen.
I had this one girl who was at the very front, and every time I did a mix, she was like, "Great mix, you're doing so good." I could read that. She had really big font, so whoever that was, thank you for the big font. I could read it.
I love that.
But yeah,
And the
You're doing great,
reassurance.
sweetie.
but there's so many times, there's so many phones and messages to me, and I feel so bad because I truly do not know what anything's being. I can't read it, and
You
I'm
need-
like squinting. It's so bad.
You need like your tour manager next to you with like binoculars and just like relaying the messages. Be like, yeah, they said sick blend next.
I have like a headpiece. Perfect.
Yeah,
that's
that's
going to be the next stage of everything.
Love
Yeah.
that. Congratulations. Run. 10
Oh my
years
God,
old.
10 years.
Can you believe that?
I actually can't.
2015 was a really big year for you. Hey, you had your debut album, you did your debut American run of shows, Coachella.
It was my first American
Didn't you get
show.
like a Billboard #1?
Yes, the album was #1 on Billboard Dance. It premiered #1, and we were not expecting that. I'd done not really press in the States. I hadn't even played a show yet because 2 weeks later was Coachella. And, you know, at the time, and I love my label, but no, I was not a priority. You know, they were like, oh, this
New chick.
blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I'm doing it this way, and that's what I want to do. And I just don't think it was taken that seriously. And then it was. So I just want to say thanks to anyone who listened to Run. It truly changed my life.
I think it changed, like, it's such an important album to so many people, especially our age, hey?
Yeah.
Like, God, that album did bits.
I think we would have like just been a few years into like proper clubbing at that
Yes.
point.
So it's like those great memories, you know?
It's still, honestly, every time I play tracks from Run, even now, it still feels like I just put it out. Like the reaction, it's just so nice to have. I don't know. I'm really grateful that I have that reaction. I can still play my old songs and my new songs, and people are just, I don't know. I'm super grateful.
I love
Please
that.
don't ever change that, everyone. I'm very grateful.
Yeah, keep doing that.
But oh my God, I wanted to tell you guys this really stupid. It's not stupid. You know how there are these crazy fires in LA?
Yes.
Yep.
So now I'm stuck in LA because I married a freaking American. I'm actually trying to move to New Zealand. We have like a 10-year plan, and I'm like,
I'm obsessed
it
with
needs
this.
to end in New Zealand because that's where we
Whereabouts?
met. He wants to live in Wellington, and I'm like, yes. So
Because that's the artsy fartsy place, eh?
Is it?
Well, I
Yeah.
think that's like where the
I love
creatives
it.
go, so
It
that kind of
was-
works.
It was so good, and I'm just like, that's where I need to be one day.
Yeah,
that's where
absolutely.
I feel good. That's what my happy place. And he's like, yeah, okay. So there's a discussion. But anyway, so the fires happen, and I was right on the cusp. So I kept getting like notifications of. I was like the dog meme with the fire around it, and I could see fire from my
Is
bedroom.
that Courage, the Cowardly Dog? Is that one?
No, I don't know what that meme is from, but that was me. This is fine, I'm fine type thing.
Yeah.
But we would look out the bedroom, there'd be fire. I'd get on the rooftop, there'd be fire in another place. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Terrible
And you're getting these
times.
texts, right? And so we had to pack like an emergency to-go bag. And I won this Geordie Award
Wait, what?
years ago, like a Friends of George Award.
Oh, a Georgie.
Georgie Award.
Did
sorry.
you pack the Georgie?
I was like, you don't know what anything means to you until you're stuck in a fire having to evacuate, and like, what do I really need to keep with me? And I kept like all my laptops and my hard drives.
Yeah, good.
All my I picked 30 vintage t-shirts and my Red Rocks trophies and my Georgie Award. Sorry, my Georgie Award. And then these like Funko Pops that people had made of me, and some like vinyls. You know,
That sounds like
That's
the
all I
perfect lot.
packed.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the Georgie was for?
Friends of George.
Friends of
Yeah, it was
George.
like International Friends of George.
It was like the big G.
Yes,
I would love to know what was like. You got a Georgie in one hand, something else. You're like, well,
No, it was like my gold records and my vinyls and my Red Rocks trophies, because every time you sell at Red Rocks, they give you a trophy.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's made out of the rock, and it's obviously the
That's
best
so
venue.
cool.
So I don't know if you can ever replace that. And then I took.
That's actually amazing. I'm obsessed with that. You know that's been clipped and being put on
Yeah.
social media
Oh my
instantly.
God,
eh? Like that's
please.
the best story ever, and our boss will love that.
Yes.
So good.
I was like, I can't lose this.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that everything seems to be doing okay.
I
'cause
mean,
it's
for me,
it was
but
a really
it
scary
was-
time.
Yeah, but a lot of friends were affected by it, and I had a friend who, lost his whole studio. Oh my God, it was just my day-to-day manager's house. She was with me, and she's like, "Oh, my mom said there's a fire near us," and then 30 minutes later, the house was gone. It was really intense.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are still recovering.
Yeah.
But I just so you know how much I love George FM.
well, look up there behind you. We've got a wake
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
me.
my gosh.
that's made the cut for
Wait,
the memorabilia.
Is that no way? You just put that up because you know it was coming. No.
No.
I promise that's up there.
Really?
I promise that's up there.
I put all that stuff up there, but quite a while ago, and it took me a long time to put up there. That's not quick. That's not quick
Wow,
put
I
up.
feel that's really cool. So basically, okay, the Georgie Award and this is the invisible string theory.
Yeah, and then you're going to move to Wellington, and then we can just be best friends forever.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm totally down with it.
Pipeline, when you move to Wellington, that means you can play on one of the Georgia Film Summer Tours as like our biggest artist ever.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
Yeah,
I'll play like the 20 minutes in between.
Change over DJ.
I'm down. No, I used to do that.
Wait.
It's fun.
Okay, that sounds crazy, but what was crazier was you playing recently at a Renaissance fair. Please.
Oh, yes.
Tell me about this.
My God. So my manager and I, so firstly, I love Dungeons and Dragons, so I've always kind of been adjacent to that world.
Of course.
We went to the Ren Fair last year in LA, my manager, Garth, and I don't know if you know, like, we've been best friends our whole lives, so we literally moved to Australia together, you know.
Yeah.
We've known, and we got super fucking wasted.
Did you go there as like just punters? Just going there to enjoy it?
Yeah, but this is also really funny. I get really into it. I got super dressed up. Garth got super dressed up.
Cool.
My husband was like, not that people get dressed up. Like, you might look a bit out of place, right?
But he looked reversing, reverse.
So Mr. in the jeans and hoodie turns up, and not one person was in regular clothing. And the entire day he was getting heckled, and they were all saying, "Oh, look, a man from the future. What is this strange garb he is wearing? We must fight. What is this rectangular device in his phone?" Like, it was the entire day. And he is a man that does not like attention. So it was hilarious.
That backfired cool.
He hated it. I loved it. It was such good revenge. Me in my elf outfit.
And then they asked you to come back and play? Was it the first time that this has ever happened?
Yeah. So I basically redid all my music from Run, a lot of songs from Run, in Renaissance style. And we did a small 25-minute kind of set where I was speaking in theme. I actually have a script of things that I said.
Really?
Yeah. And we dressed up, and it was on one of the stages, and it was crazy.
It looked so much fun. While you find that, can I just play this so everyone knows what we're talking about?
Yeah.
I am obsessed with that. What are the big, like, I sound so uncultured, but what are the big horn thingies?
Oh, that was so not historically accurate. We were like, what do we do to make it not look like decks? And then my manager went to a prop store in LA and got gramophones.
Perfect.
Which is totally something that was very much alive in the Middle Ages, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Here, no, I have my little thing.
So do you say, here?
I said, whom amongst us is ready for the Renaissance?
Oh,
Very good.
genius.
And then I said, on this eve, we're going to party like it's $15.99. I said, single maidens, make noise. I said, if you've got a pocket full of shillings, put your hands up.
Yes.
And then, are there any wenches in the castle whom are attempting to shake their hindquarters? And then I also said, because I remade the song that we will be talking about, that I am about to release, Trap 2025. Behold, feast thine ears upon my newest audible pleasure. And everyone was like, huzzah! And then we did, it was just really, everyone was in theme. Everyone was, it was awesome.
It looked so much fun. And what a cool, memorable way to connect with your fans, Like,
it was
that's
great.
so fun. I love that.
And some of the vendors that worked there were like, this was awesome. Like, we didn't know what it was. And we stumbled upon it. And now I'm listening to your music. Like,
Now you've got, like, the hot dog stand, fans for life,
No, the best was the next day, or like 2 days later, because it went kind of viral in the States. I was at the doctor's, and I was getting like a shot. I'm fine. Okay. I don't know why but the nurse went up to me and went, "Are you the DJ?" And I went really smug. I was like, "Yeah." From the Renaissance Fair? And I'm like, I am the DJ from the Renaissance Fair.
That's a crazy crossover, eh?
Yeah. I love that that's the only way she knew me. and it truly made my day.
Imagine
That's
if
it,
she
though.
does
It's
some
like-
research. She'd be like, oh, whoa.
No, I am now just the DJ from the Renaissance
Yeah,
Fair.
big time.
That's the thing. You never know where like who likes that kind of stuff. Like all people would go to a Ren fair.
Yeah.
You can't tell day to day. So it's like you're this high end doctor or something. And you're like,
It's
oh, I was
great.
actually there. Yes.
Yes. No, but it was
Milady.
there was nothing like EDM about the set, by the way. It was all lutes and
It
thunderous
sounds
drums.
Actually, your music sounds beautiful like that.
Maybe we were actually thinking of maybe doing like a live video rendition with actual instruments of one of the tracks.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You
Bit
should
of
definitely look
LARPing.
into that. Oh, what's LARPing?
Live
Action role playing. God,
the
get with the times.
Come on. What are you,
Yeah.
you fake Ren fairer?
Yeah, get
Oh
out.
my gosh, I'm your husband.
Red
in the
fakey.
normal
That's
clothes.
you. You're gonna turn up.
Normie.
They're gonna be like, what do you? They'll be like,
Oh, this is the worst thing to put.
girlfriends of death metal. That's as historically accurate as my gramophones.
Girlfriends of
Of the Black Plague?
what is it called? What's it called? What's the music called?
Wenches of the Black Plague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's good merch.
Yes.
That's good merch.
Oh,
We're coming up with some good ideas here, Alison. Okay,
Oh my God.
so great. We love that. We also love that you have brand new music. It's
Yes.
out officially. Man, get started. I reckon trap is back.
It never left, and it's the only thing that really makes me do really intense faces when I'm at a show, like when someone plays a crazy trap drop. That's never changed, and you know, I'm just glad that everyone's heading that way again. You know, all the Skrillex, there's a lot of that in the Skrillex stuff. We've got ISO, we've got a bunch of people. Quicks,
Yes,
We got
hometown
Quicks.
hero.
greatest of all time. Yeah. Emwa, they both just actually released a song on my record label.
Yes, that was
so
really cool.
I love that. So shout out the trap scene in New Zealand. Yeah.
So sick.
There's quite like a strong scene here that kind of, yeah, like you said, never really went away, but maybe they just weren't getting the
Listen.
gigs and the like.
No, everything comes in waves.
Yeah.
That's just what it
Yeah.
is. I remember when rap was so much bigger than everything else, you know, a few years ago, and then electronic music's taking over again. Then it'll probably be indie music. Like, we don't know, but everything comes in waves. House is the big, you know, things just move. Drum and bass, like everything's got its pockets, and then it just comes up, and then it goes back into its pocket, and it comes up again, and I love it.
What is your thoughts on producers moving with the trends or staying on what they truly love?
I think that that's up to them. Honestly, I really can't judge that because I'm not in anyone's head. Like, some people probably just want to make every genre. You know, when I was kind of missing all that, I moved to White Fang for a bit because that's what I wanted to make, and it still felt like Alison, but just I wasn't singing on it.
Yeah.
I always gravitate to halftime stuff. I always will. I don't know.
So does that... Hold on a minute. I'm getting some vibes that there's some halftime stuff coming.
Yes.
Oh!
Yeah, there's more. There's a lot more.
Brooke.
So 2025 trap is back.
I mean,
In a body of work.
Larger
way.
body of work, maybe? Is that what we're talking about here? A few zing words?
perhaps I
Wow.
can. Yes, perhaps there will be something that is a larger body of work with more music together, with my name on it.
Makes sense. Makes sense with the 10-year anniversary of your,
Yeah.
of your album run.
It's time I do another fucking album.
Yes! Okay, well, that's kind of like, is that like exclusive news?
Sure. I don't know.
Clip
I actually
that.
don't know. I think so. I mean, I think people kind of know it's coming because I've been really quiet for a while, and when I'm really quiet, I'm writing music.
Oh, I love that. It's so funny what your quiet is, because I've been like obviously following you quite closely on socials. Like, you got married in Las Vegas, you've been in Tokyo, you've got a residency in Vegas.
Had a
like,
baby.
You had a baby, you dropped a tune with Subtronics. Like, there's just been a lot going on, but you're like, I've just been quiet.
I don't know. For me, that's quiet. I mean, I don't know. I also am one of those people that just is always going. My brain doesn't stop. And I'm just a really creative person. I don't know.
Active relaxer.
Yeah, I mean, I can't stop. It's a problem. Yeah, I need a we haven't even had a honeymoon yet. It's my fault.
Where are you going to go? What's your
I want to go
ideal
to
honeymoon?
Hawaii.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I want to like turn my phone off. I was going to say I want to turn my phone off and make beats, but then like that's not a honeymoon.
Yeah. Okay. We need to leave the laptop and the bits and
Leave
pieces.
the grab bag.
Yeah.
Bring the Georgie though. Be like, you get to your honeymoon suite. You're like, hold on, I just got to feel
Pop
a
it on
bit
the
more,
table.
bit more homely.
No, I really have been. I've been thinking about it for so long, and I meant to tell you guys this earlier. I'm glad we waited until now, but that was truly like for real in my grab bag.
I love that so much. Seriously, so great.
Yeah.
Alison Wonderland on the show with us right now, and it's been so great to catch up. Like, God, so
Yeah.
much to talk about.
I
So many
know.
exciting things happening in your world. And
I see you guys on Instagram. You know,
you're watching our stuff?
yeah, because sometimes you'll tag me,
Yeah.
and I'm
Oh.
like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
You know,
Be like a sound seeker or something. Or things like that. Yeah.
which we are very good at, by the way, with all of your work. So
I've seen it.
it's our special interest.
Listen,
for
my
sure.
eyes are everywhere. I'm peeping it. Yeah.
That's so great. Last thing, I guess, is Huffer. You played Huffer in the.
I think it was Thursday last week, wasn't
Yes.
Played Huffer.
And Zach
it? Eve? Nice.
Yeah, hey,
and Zach
great.
Eve.
How was it? Was it like it? I've seen a lot of them down at Huffer House. Is it like hot, sweaty?
Yes.
Crowd,
To
just
capacity,
all energy though.
absolutely insane. Got to play the new track the night it came out.
Oh, that's the best.
That honestly, I was gonna. I'm coming here anyway to shoot some more music videos for
Oh, cool.
and then I was like, hey. What if I just also played a pop-up
Fun.
while I was here? Because I miss everyone. And the song's kind of coming out the week before I start shooting everything. So I just came a week early to hang out.
That's perfect.
And perfect timing. Winter's coming. Huffer, they probably got you a few good puffer jackets.
Oh, yeah.
A few socks, beanies.
I did get. I've requested.
Yeah, nice.
Such things.
Maybe a couple beanies for the small one, you know?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Wait, do they do kids stuff? I don't know.
He's.
Well, you roll it up enough, it goes small.
I mean, he's got a. Yeah, I've got a small head and he has a big head, so maybe it'll work.
Oh, I love it. Alison Wonderland, everybody. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
I was gonna clap. I'm like,
Yeah, you clap.
You can clap.
Clap yourself out.
no. I just got off the plane, by the way, so
You're doing a great job.
I don't know.
Did you clap when it landed?
Dude? I'm not. But you know, one time I did.
Oh, because of
I
bad
was-
turbulence
yeah,
or something? Oh,
and then
yeah.
I was like, it was out. It was truly not even in my control. The clapping, it just happened because. And then I was like, I'm that fucking person. Yeah.
I'm that bitch.
Yeah.
We love it. Oh, thank you so much, Alison. It's so great to see you.
I don't know why I'm clapping.
With your
I
wrists as
literally
well.
just got off the plane.
Infectious.
Okay, I don't know if I'm awake or asleep.
Wait, let's do this.
What?
Clicks.
Oh, is this no?
That's if you're in a meeting. Oh, yeah. More.